Hello and welcome back to PUCL's PFTT Week 3 with me, GigaSaurusGames, and I'm not online. No, I'm online, or I will be in a moment. This week, I am paired off against a Dragon Tamer Nick, who is presumably 1-1 in the tournament, based on the fact that it's Swiss, and apparently I could face a Mighty Meganium if I wanted to. I am recording with my opponent being fine with it, and also they're curious to see the video after the match, so I will try to remember to send them the link later. As per usual, it is double battle Regulation F, because we are still in April. Regulation G starts in May. I will say I've actually done some work on designing my team for the Indianapolis Regional, and then Top Cut if I make Top Cut. I'm actually getting to the point where I'm kind of happy with what I've got. But the fact that I'm spending time on that does mean that I have not spent any time looking at a different team for these matches. So I'm just, again, running the same team I ran last week and hoping it goes well. Yeah, so in other news, I was playing board games today before I set up for my match tonight. I played a game of Terraforming Mars, a dice game that I won. It's a version of Terraforming Mars that I actually do think is quite good. It isn't quite as in-depth as the original Terraforming Mars board game, but it is much shorter and compact, which makes it good if you want to play a game like Terraforming Mars in a short time frame. And you can probably tell, I have a code and probably an opponent. That seems probable. Their Discord name is Dragon Tamer Nick. I would certainly assume Nick would be their in-game name. Whereas I'm GigaSaurusGames and my in-game name is that, which, you know, not obviously related. So I'm definitely the one who's the odd man out in that combination. Every so often when I start a Pokemon game, I think about setting it up with my handle, but then I'm like, but when I'm just playing, I'm gonna want to have it as my normal name. So I think that's the right team. I'm assuming it is. I guess I left off at Clavel last time, so now we're going to play Cassiopeia's theme, also known as Penny's theme, as we have a rain team. And I don't really have a good answer to a rain team, although I haven't a choice scarf to Urshifu. Are they going to have a fast team? That's going to be a fast team. Let's bring... Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're going to set Tailwind early and make use of that with Raging Bolt. And then in the back, I will bring Amoonguss to draw fire as Landorus cleans up. Urshifu is good into Lando, and... Well, okay, do I have an answer to opposing Lando with this team comp? I don't really. I should bring Urshifu in the back. And this way, I have something fast after a Trick Room runs out, is the theory. Assuming, of course, that I live that long. I ran into a Sinistcha on ladder for Reg G practice. That thing can actually be annoying if your team doesn't put out lots of damage quickly. It has a move. It's an ability that when it comes in, it heals the other Pokemon some amount. So that could definitely become a problem if my opponent's running a setup sweeper. I'm gonna doubt they're running a setup sweeper when they're running a rain team, but it could be annoying to kill an Archaludon. That's a Lando. I believe I'm Assault Vest. I set Trick Room, and I'm going to Terra immediately and Thunderbolt the Pelipper, I think. Because I imagine that an Earth Power is coming into that slot. And I don't really have anything I want to switch into an Earth Power. I'm going to bet the fact that a Trick Room Raging Bolt's first thing in Terra means that my opponent didn't Terra anything. Pelipper may have used Protect, but I think using Tailwind's probably what it did, especially because that prevents Thunderclap. Oh, sure, I get critted. Of course I do. Weather Ball's interesting, and that's unfortunate. But Pelipper dies. It does not die. Okay. Okay. I lock myself into Discharging Strikes against the Lando. If that Pelipper uses Tailwind, I can't stop it, so I might as well try and stop it from attacking. I could have Aqua Jet the Pelipper, but then I'm locked into Aqua Jet, and I don't really want to do that. That's not going to matter if Pelipper attacked and didn't use Tailwind. Nope, it used Tailwind. Okay. I knew that was a possibility. I wonder if this will be 2 at KO. Oh, goodness. Sinister his Rocky Helmet. Oh, no. I should have Aqua Jetted the Pelipper, apparently. Yeah. And now one for Tailwind. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I lose game 1. I do know how to adapt, and the adaptation has Elude Amoonguss and Redirect, so it can't, so Farigiraf doesn't die turn 1. I'm gonna Thunderclap the Pelipper again. Because I'm not worried about Sinistra being an attacker on the field. Pelipper's much more likely to be the attacker, and Thunderclap will still outpace it. Oh, right, it knows Sinistra gets Rage Powder. Completely forgot about that fact. It doesn't matter very much. Ow! That does, though. Okay, I'm going to use my spread move this time. I'm pretty sure Pelipper's not going to OHKO, not going to kill me by itself without Aqua Jet, with my Assault Vest. That won't matter, I'm using Snarl. That was as expected. If Snarl hits Pelipper, even if it doesn't kill, Pelipper won't be able to kill Amoonguss anymore. But it died to Snarl. Pelipper died to Snarl, so we're good. And range should run out pretty soon. I'm going to try and Spore the Lando as I Snarl with Raging Bolt. This shouldn't kill... Yeah, it shouldn't kill Raging Bolt because of the Assault Vest and the fact the last time it was a crit. Sinister might kill it, though. I still have the Assault Vest. Okay. Snarl should kill Sinistra. And weakens the Lando. And now Lando can't reset. And Rain's about to run out, or it really should be. Pelipper must be Damp Rock. Okay, there we go. I don't think it was Damp Rock then. And now Urshifu can come in. Oh, that's not good. Okay. I just have to try this. I cannot lock myself in the Sturgeon Chase and Archaludon on the field. Is the problem. Terra Fairy. Terra Poison Landorus. Fair enough. So I could have Thunderclapped it. I even thought about it, but I didn't know why it would Terra in this situation. Okay. Okay. If it attacked Urshifu, not Raging Bolt, or if it misses Sandsear Storm, I still have a chance. Oh! I'm getting Draco Meteor off. If it hits... Oh, I pulled out the game. Okay. If Landorus attacked Raging Bolt there, I lost because there's no way Choice Scarf Close Combat was taking out Lando when it was Terra Poison. Okay. That was way too close. That Tailwind was very scary. I have a direct message. I have a message request from... Oh, goodness. I hit the wrong button. My opponent tried to say GG in DMs, and I accidentally hit ignore request in Discord because I misclicked, because that's the thing that happens sometimes. Elite Four, and I'm going to get the proper Elite Four theme this time, unlike when I played through the game, because when Scarlet and Violet released, they had a bug in them that caused it to... what's the word? Loop the Elite Four music by accident on when you battled them, so you just got the like first bar over and over again, which I didn't know when I played through it. So I just assumed it was like intentionally minimalistic theme. But no, it's supposed to be like a rock theme, as we'll hear in a minute. So as you saw, I'm bringing the same set. I still don't like Incineroar Landorus into a rain team. Landorus is helpful against Archaludon, but we saw Urshifu can one-shot it already, so that's not actually required. But this time I'm going to lead Amoonguss, so I can redirect and hopefully get Trick Room off this time. Now, if the Pelipper carries Surf, well, it would hit its own Landone. My opponent's not going to want to do that, probably. So this should work. So we know that doesn't kill by itself. Of course it crits Amoonguss. My opponent's now gotten a first turn crit and a Sandsear Storm both games. Ouch. And now Amoonguss dies to Hurricane. As expected. I imagine that was a Hurricane targeted into Farigiraf to try and kill it if I let it happen, but no. Raging Bolt comes out. I use Hyper Voice with Frigoraph. I Terra Fairy with Raging Bolt like last game, as I Thunderbolt the Pelipper. Which could Terra if it wants to, but it can't avoid Thunderclap the same way it did last time, because now I'm faster than it and I can just Thunderbolt it. It could go into like Sinistra or something in the back if it wanted to. The real answer is switching our Chaladon if they brought it. Nope, they switched in Sinistra. Okay. But if they brought in our Chaladon, that would give him free +1 defense, and now Urshifu might not be able to OHKO it. Was what I was thinking. Although then you leave it open to Draco Meteor from Raging Bolt. Maybe you don't want to do that either. I wonder if my Throat Sprayer will go off. I actually don't know. Because now it's not going to hurt anybody, because Landorus protects and Sinister's a ghost type. Okay. Paralysis, that's whatever, more or less. I Snarl. I don't recall Machagacha can burn. I'm kind of lucky I haven't gotten burned yet. Yeah, that tracks. Wow. That's what I get for saying it. Well, both of these are special attackers, and it should die to Snarl anyway. It does not. I got a crit in the Lando though, and now it's at -1 special. Okay. Didn't attack Frigoraph, so we'll get off another turn. Psychic the Lando, Snarl both. Okay. I guess that works out. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff happening this match. Paralysis on Thunderbolt, double burn on Machagacha, full paralysis, Miss Snarl? No Miss Snarl anyway. So this is one slight advantage to me, the fact that stuff's that protects. Yes, it lets Tailwind Trick Room burn out, but I brought Urshifu in the back, which is fast, so I don't want Trick Room to last forever. Lando used Protect last turn. I Draco Lando this turn. Terra on Pelipper. I can't. That's why I didn't Thunderbolt it. I said earlier it could Terra if it wanted to, and there we go. It is in fact Terra Ground. I kind of wondered. Okay. That's a good start. That's also a good start. That doesn't really matter. Lando dies. Perfect. And Pelipper no longer resists Urshifu's attacks. This probably doesn't kill. I am still Assault Vest. Oh, it does kill. Does Trick Room end? I think I'm okay either way, unless Frigoraph dies to burn, which it might. That did. Okay. So this is going to be close then. It depends on what my... Okay, so Urshifu is going to be the fastest thing in the field. So what did my opponent bring in the back? They brought opposing Urshifu. I don't know if that's good or bad. Pelipper knows Hurricane, but Hurricane can miss. It doesn't matter. So here's my hope. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna die. The hope was it close combats, fails to kill me, and then I can hit it when is it reduced to defense next turn. But the Pelipper is helping hand. I'm dead. There's no way I live a helping hand close combat. Oh, but I might live a helping hand surging strikes. I'll live another one. I get off 2 before it gets off 2. Okay, this is gonna be close. I don't think it'll matter. Okay, yeah, no, there's no way I kill it. Okay, so I lose. The only way it could have happened is if for some reason that Urshifu was defense invested, but it clearly wasn't, so. I honestly don't know how much an Urshifu does to an Urshifu with close combat. So somehow, I went from game 1 having a terrible start, pulling it out, to game 2 having a great start, and losing. Okay. So we're on game 3. And I'll play the champion theme this time, and I need to figure out how I adapt. Because here's the one thing I can say for sure. I cannot make use of Tailwind. I don't have Tailwind on my team. And Raging Bolt is very good. And I want Trick Room, and I want Trick Room quickly. What does my Incineroar have? It has Knockoff. Okay, here's the thing. We're going to switch it up. We're going to lead Incineroar this time instead of Amoonguss as the solution to the stuff in the back. And I'm going to bring Lando, because it's slower than Urshifu and it will work better under Trick Room. So this way, I need to check my Lando's speed stat. 149 on Urshifu. Okay, so that Lando is going to be faster than my opponent's Urshifu almost certainly. Which, it might be good. But we're going to lead an Incineroar into a rain team, because this lets me use Fake Out. And that hopefully lets me use Trick Room more effectively. It also brings Knockoff, so I can get that, so I can maybe kill the Sinistcha a bit better. Even though I can't Flare, even without Flare Blitz. It also gives me Parting Shot to complement Raging Bolt Snarl. My opponent's had the exact same lead all 3 games. I have not. I've had different leads all 3 games. We're at 1-1, so I don't know what that implies. Trick Room? What Terra is Incineroar? Incineroar is Terra Poison. That's irrelevant. Fake Out Lando. Pelipper can kill it if it wants to. But I want Fergaraf to have health. So now either Incineroar lives the turn, or Fergaraf is at high health. Pelipper switched out entirely. as Lando protects, probably. But I'm sitting Trick Room, so I'm okay with this. Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. Okay, it's not and it is lay forward like a normal Lando. Interesting. I'm gonna set up my Hyper Voice to try and get my Throat Spray off as I knock off the Sinistra. The Sinistra might be the fastest thing right now. I honestly have no clue. Terra Sinistra? Yeah, Terra Sinistra. Terra Fire Sinistra. Well, it still likes neutral from knockoff, so sure, I guess. And actually now, Hyper Voice hits both of them. I think that's a net positive for me. Incineroar will be faster than Lando inside a Trick Room. Good. And now Incineroar dies to Lando and lets Raging Bolt come in. Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice will kill the Lando. Period, based on the damage from last round. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna Terra yet, because I might want to be Dragon type. So that'll kill Sinistra. Perfect. There's that. According to Discord, there's another match also going on right now that apparently someone brought Stealth Rocks for. Oh, I think it was Comics Pop. Brought Stealth Rock last week. I think we saw. Okay. I know you can't Terra out of this, so. Yeah, no, Hyper Voice is the only thing that's hit this Lando so far. The Urshifu can protect if it wants to, but it can't. But the Sinistra already Terra'd, so Urshifu can't escape the incoming Thunderbolt without using Protect. Yeah, I think the Incineroar Fake Out lead went much better, despite being a rain team, because it means that now Lando's dead, Farigiraf is still on its feet. We have and now it's a 3v1, and the one is a Pelipper. It might get to reset its rain at least. It doesn't even get to do that. All right. That one much better than last time. That one much better. Yep, and my opponent forfeits. And this time, I accept the DM. My opponent's saying they played the last game so badly. I think really what happened is my adaptation to the Incineroar threw them off. Because the Lando really didn't get to do much at all. It got like that one I think it got off one Sandsear Storm, but that just let me bring in my Raging Bolt for free, and then it died to 2 hits. The fact that the main error they made, they almost brought Arch that game. I think Draco is still a problem for it from my Raging Bolt. I believe Draco Meteor is still a problem for Archalon unless it's Terra Fairy. But yes, my opponent is correct that our Chaladon would have caused me more trouble. Yeah, they're saying they had to tear 3 different mines and they felt like they were on the back foot. I don't know if that's entirely true, but I will say that I think when I used my Terra, it was a little more efficient just because it let me do things like eat the Sandseer Storm. Because I only ever terrored Raging Bolt. But in any case, that makes the match 2-1, and also makes the my record in the PFTT 2-1. And so next week I'm probably playing for Top Cut if I can. So, but until next week, this has been GigaSaurusGames, still using the same team apparently. Signing off. Bye.